This woman found a strange mineral specimen. When she held it in her hand, she realized it seemed to have a life of its own. Moreover, the mineral's temperature was 37 degrees Celsius, matching the human body's temperature. This made her realize she was about to strike it rich. She was certain this mineral must be valuable. To verify her hunch, she took several photos of the specimen and sent them to an appraisal expert to estimate its value. Just then, her father called and delivered heartbreaking news. Her sister Lisa had been diagnosed with cancer. Unable to afford treatment, her father planned to give up. Lisa urged her father to wait for her. Selling the mineral would provide the funds. Immediately, Lisa rushed to the airport, carrying the mineral back home to save her sister. Little did she know that en route, she would face a life-threatening crisis. As the plane approached the snow-capped mountains, the pilot spotted a flock of birds blocking the path ahead. He attempted to maneuver around them, but unexpectedly, the birds launched a direct attack on the aircraft. This triggered the malfunction warning lights, and the plane instantly lost all control. As the aircraft plummeted toward the ground, the pilot desperately steered the controls, trying to avoid any collision. The next instant, the plane crashed into the snowy mountains. Fortunately, Lisa sustained only superficial injuries, but the captain's condition was critical. To survive, Lisa ventured out of the cabin to seek help, yet even as she shouted herself hoarse, in the desolate, dense forest, she received no response. Lisa had no choice but to return to the cabin and use the intercom to call for help. But the intercom remained silent. Helpless, she retrieved a compass and map to pinpoint their location. Discovering the nearest road was 50 kilometers away, Lisa sank into despair. It was the dead of winter. Carrying the injured pilot on her back would be a suicide mission. Lisa had no choice but to take the box and set it ablaze with her lighter, hoping to attract attention, but it was utterly useless. The crash site was in a no-man's land. What made Lisa's despair even deeper was that the next morning, she found the pilot had died. As the howling of wolves echoed through the night, Lisa realized she couldn't stay long. To survive, she had to fend for herself. So she gathered supplies, confirmed her direction, and set out to walk 50 kilometers south. There, she would reach the transport highway and be rescued. But shortly after setting off, she heard voices coming from the plane's intercom. She turned back toward the cabin. The voice came from the captain's radio. She tried to use it to call for help, but the next second, the radio suddenly lost power. Fortunately, she knew where the backup battery was. She charged the radio. An hour later, the charge was nearly full. Lisa tuned the radio to the distress channel and began calling out for help. Unexpectedly, the next second, a voice came through the radio, but unfortunately, it wasn't the rescue team. He had crashed 20 kilometers away. His thigh was trapped. He hoped Lisa would come to rescue him, and if she could just fix John's radio, he could call for help. So Lisa decided to search for John, but she overlooked one thing: two planes crashing in the same area at the same time. Wasn't that too much of a coincidence?